Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the New York Yankees. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, first pitch coming your way next. And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. Fastball for a strike. And we are underway. And the 0-1. Ground ball left side. And foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Late swing fouled off.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Man at second. Now 1-1.
That's inside.
Right through there for a strike. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Just off the outside edge. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Machado tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Rosario on at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing low. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss, and that's that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's...
We go to the bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Blake Perkins. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manny Machado now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And the righty deals. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fired to second. Over to Alonso. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Yeah.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that one is gone. His 16th homer of the year, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Aaron Judge in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. And Judge spoils that one. Here's a 1-2. Just misses with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Mize back to work. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Mize, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch, not close, up high. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That misses the zone. Ball 1. One out, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball, that's out.
That one ripped. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Stepping in, Ceddanne Rafaela. And he swings over the top there. Now a screamer into the outfield. Perkins makes the ground, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That misses, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Runner at second, 2 down. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Fouled off down the right side. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the second. And now here's the veteran DH, Kyle Higashioka. And that one in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. And strike 2.
0-2 is the count. One ball, 2 strikes.
And now the count is even. And downstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. And that drops in for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. And a foul ball. And that one misses up and in. 1-2 to count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Betts at second for 1. Over to Alonso. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
There's a swing and a drive. Rafaela ranging back. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And that is out of play. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. So up next for Chicago, Ahmed Rosario.
Nope.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Clips the corner and the count 2-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Here's the 2-2. Swings through it for the K. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Jordan Westberg now at the plate. And there's the ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that extends the inning for Mookie Betts.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now it's Mookie Betts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Turns and fires to Betts. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 here. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. 1 hit, 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the White Sox nothing. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And another ball. And he takes a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That one's in there, and the count is 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Another solid power season. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball two.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2-0.
Next pitch is outside. And there's ball four.
Take the base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Perkins in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one off the outside edge. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Fought off foul. Ozuna at first, one gone. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Machado, the next to hit, takes outside. And that misses. Now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. 1 at second.
He's out.
Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. The right-hander back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
You know, these White Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Got him. Nice play. My goodness, singing. That was a great diving stop and maybe even a better throw.
Yeah, this out is all about athleticism. I mean, this guy did a great job knocking it down on the dive, but he doesn't get the out without the cannon of a throw. That was just impressive all around.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. First offering, and it just misses. White Sox down to run. And there's a foul ball. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Hard hit left side. Perdomo on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Zach.
So 2 down now, and here is Zach Geloff. Doubled his first time. There's a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Ozuna makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Right side, hard hit. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 99.
It's Aaron Judge now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And Judge spoils that one. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Kyle Higashioka. Walked his first time. Inside, just missed. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Jose Altuve.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. He hit into a double play his first time up. Right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. His second home run of the series. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. See a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up, because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Geraldo Perdomo. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Two outs. Ripped, but it curls foul. Tapped softly on the ground. Geloff throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back.
Leading
One
off
of
the
the
right
pitchers'
side,
duel so
the
far.
center
Here's how the starters have
fielder,
performed up to this point.
Rafaela.
Mize back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
You know, these White Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Judge going back on the warning track and hauls it in.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Morel.
And next to hit for the Sox, Christopher Morel struck out looking his first time. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
6, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And a slider misses down and away.
I got 1 ball, 1
Yankees
strike.
up by 3. That's in there. 1 and 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Back in the Bronx, leading off, Yasmani Grandal.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Grandal measures 6 feet 2 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Cuba. That pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Movement in the bullpen, Ryan Yarbrough, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Perez getting loose as well.
Nope, that's a ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground, but it kicks foul. And a good eye there.
Ball 2.
Out to short. Bats up with it. That takes care of Grandal.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a
Now
little bit, hit the ball on the
center
ground,
fielder,
kill some worms while you're at it.
Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right
Now
there.
back.
He was ready to
Left field.
swing it on the first pitch. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Perkins stands in now, looks at that one inside. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso hauls it in for the out. 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado. 0 for 2 in this one. Not
Counts
even close there. And that's ball 1. Popped up. Springer on the move. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top 6. And now Ahmed Rosario. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Dowry Moreta getting loose out there. Slayton getting cranked up as well. That one outside. 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to
Now
be right in those
the third
spots or
baseman.
things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Westberg.
Jordan Westberg steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And the 0-2. Fastball is outside. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Perkins squeezes it, and there's one down.
The batter, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing, called strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Tag. Save. Grandal's throw not inside. Rosario leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Altuve slings to first. There to beat him by an
The batter,
eyelash.
the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. And that's downstairs. 1-0.
1-0.
And that's downstairs and outside. 2 outs. That one finds the zone. Strike one. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Sends it to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Yankees 3 and the White Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's
Number
a new pitcher on the
36.
mound, Ryan Yarbrough.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Bell in the box again, takes a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
0-2 now. Stays alive. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Aaron Judge at the plate. One of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. That one misses. Ball 1.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And next for New York, Kyle Higashioka.
A walk, and he's also singled.
And it stays fair. Judge around second. It's in and out of his glove.
Back-to-back base hits. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now batting.
And up next for New York, Jose
Jose
Altuve. He had a big
Altuve.
swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Difficult preaching is possibly pleasure. Pleasure in preaching starts in the heart.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Next offering is downstairs.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. 1 run across. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. A little bit low.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next pitch is outside. right through there for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch.
Takes it in for the out. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch misses. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swinging a foul straight back. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. In the dirt, but kept close. Altuve up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. Geloff tosses to first. That takes care of Grandal. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across. Back in the, so they bring on the veteran Luis Garcia,
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Inside. And 1-1. And that one fouled off. On the ground, and it goes just foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. There you see how he's doing down the stretch with his August and September splits. That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is lifted in the air. Ozuna sizes this one up. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
Now batting.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-2 now. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Bottom of the 7th at the plate. Marcell Ozuna.
Jimmy Springer.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Nope, outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Here's a 2-0. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they...
Runner on the go. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Man at second. That's down and in.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at-bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch.
The first base.
Here's Josh Bell. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, but he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back in the Bronx, down the left fielder, Christopher Morel.
Number 45. Aroldis.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Fastball almost got him there. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The 2-1. Top of the zone for a called strike. That one misses, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ball one there.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Right through there for a strike. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. It's a double, 3rd hit of the night for him.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So up next for Chicago, Jordan Westburg. There's a strike. Foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Morel on 3rd. Rosario at 2nd with 1 away. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at 3rd. They're at the corners now with still only 1. Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Tying run at the plate. Line drive. Come on.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he could have hit that ball more in the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Alonso in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Runner from 3rd in to score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-2. And the batter now, Luis Campusano. Slice to right. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from 2nd. And now they trail by 1. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Sagaloff. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. The other way, and a base hit. And they hold the tying run at 3rd. Throw up the stop sign even with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Fastball for a strike. So they're all loaded up. And fouled off.
Ball, that's down.
This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
On a line. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now big number 99,
now
Aaron Judge.
The White Sox. Number 54, Danny.
And Judge spoils that one. Coulombe measures 5 feet 10 inches. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Shelby Miller up and loosening in the pen. Perez also throwing. Judge waits. On the ground right side. And foul ball. Just off the outside part of the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Kyle Higashioka getting ready to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Misses off the inside, and that is ball 1. That catches the corner.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's hard hit on the line. And George makes the grab.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now Jose Altuve. He's already homered here in this one. That's inside. Two balls, no strikes to count. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one to first, and that's just foul. Right side, and foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back
Now
for more
pitching
from the
for the
Bronx.
New York
All set to start the 9th in this one.
Number
Here's the
31.
left fielder, Christopher
Leo.
Morel. Zero
Henry.
velocity 97 with that fastball. On the ground to third, down the line, and it's foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Outside low. Gonna count 1 and 2.
2 strikes to count. That's outside.
Breaking ball misses down and away. George Springer in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In the air, out towards left center. Perkins sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's George Springer. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Springer makes the turn at second. The relay to third. The tag. He's out. White Sox down to their final out. Ahmed Rosario steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that clips the inside corner.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Ball, that's out.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Hendricks throws over.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Yeah, that's fouled off. This could end it. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly